Kinguin.
Here they come.
Man, I am so good
You're
at these
so
segues.
good today.
Yeah.
You're so good.
This is why they put me on the panel.
Of course.
Kinguin, they're great team fighters. I think they have a very strong understanding of win conditions. I think there are a lot of different concepts in Dota, but by far the biggest one for Kinguin is their win condition, and specifically their win condition hero, which is usually played by Nisha. They're very good at being able to protect that. I think that is what makes them probably one of the better tier 2 teams in this patch right now. Yeah. I personally don't think that they're going to be able to go on past that level, but I think they are one of the more dominant teams here in this tier 2 patch. I would definitely bet I would take them against Mineski in this matchup here.
Wow. Well, speaking of Mineski, I believe we're
Let's see
about
if BBC can cue them on stage for us. Team Mineski.
Yeah.
You're learning from me, Ted.
Yep, I learned everything from you, Cap.
Mineski, meanwhile, I think they're a much stronger team when they're focusing on laning phase. I think one of the big things is the combination of Ice, Daryl, and Jabs. I think their synergy is actually what makes Mineski what they are. I would say that this is where most of your focus is on the team, is on their 3 and 4 position, being able to win their lanes and start snowballing from there. So I think certain key heroes to look out for are the junglers, Chen and Enchantress, which both can be played by Jabs and Ice as core or support, which I think is by far the most interesting draft twist that this team has over every other team, I think, in the meta. No one else runs Chen and Enchantress like they do.
Ice's hair is looking fantastic.
It's longer than mine.
It's really long.
Yeah. And it's shiny. You gotta ask him what shampoo he's using.
If you don't want an initiator, you can get like an Abaddon, just to be able to help the sustain. Deals with the Tidehunter Ravage pretty well. You just kind of like form this 5-man ball.
It's gonna be
about a
Abaddon.
nice call indeed. Can at least get rid of the silence.
There's not too much control. Maybe a Weaver is okay. Your biggest problem is Dragon Knight.
Yeah.
Maybe like a Life Stealer or something, but they don't have a carrier for him, so maybe not that. Jug, there's 2 tanky heroes. Void is probably too cooldown dependent.
Yeah, they don't want to double down on the cooldowns.
Phantom Lancer is
not banned.
Not
Phantom Lancer is available.
great.
Wouldn't be. I don't think it'd be terrible. Would need a bit of time though. Would need a bit of time, but he would be decent. I kind of think they want something that can go out and push the way Lycan can.
Phantom Lancer, by the way, because we're looking for a Mushi hero, right? Phantom Lancer is a hero he's undefeated on in the last 3 months. 5 games played.
What about Anti-Mage? Could you pick Anti-Mage?
No.
Why not?
Heroes are too hard to kill, too tanky.
He doesn't want to kill.
You want an assassin, right? Like when you pick up Anti-Mage, you want to be able to like jump, pop my manta, cha-cha-cha, ultimate, kill.
Or just split
But you
push.
can't really do that to any of these heroes.
Timbersaw.
Okay. I was just thinking of a hero that wouldn't give a damn about fighting and would just go off and split push the whole time.
But I do think like your lineup is already dependent on team fighting.
Yeah, true.
So you need to kind of match them. I really like this Timbersaw. It's not a hero that I saw coming at all.
No.
But it fits, right? Because it matches up well for the laning phase. Like you don't
Strength
care about
heroes as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You don't care about any of these heroes. You do really well. It has no cooldowns. Right, so you can constantly fight. I think that's very important. It's a hero that is going to be able to defend very well.
Taking out of these two sides, anything that sort of pops out as you as being very strong in this draft?
I really like the Tide and the Timber final pick. My mic close enough? We're good?
Getting nice and close to me.
I don't think they have an answer to the Timber. I feel like he's going to just be able to chain around. There's 3 strength heroes, all of them being
sort of early smoke rotations coming in. We'll see if they can catch him off guard. Is playing careful, Exotic D. He's keeping himself back and still try and dive him. No, they're going to be put off. So good positioning there from the Lycan. Exotic D realizes there's supports off the map, plays it safe, and will avoid that gank.
Yeah, level 1 ganks into Tide's lane has actually been done a lot because Tide's level 1 gush is actually very powerful.
Down to Gaps it. He gets snowballed across. by Katsul as Lisash and Katsul look to give him the rundown. Good sharp block as well. In fact,
nice.
Lisash getting into position will set up for Katsul to pick up first blood for Kinguin. Nice movement there from Katsul coming down from the top lane. Pados getting gone on. There's rotation coming in from Jabs and Ninja Boogie. Pados looking to be in a lot of trouble. We'll get the orthopotic shield out. Don't know if that'll be quite enough. Again, this Whirling Death just taking down that base strength attribute of the Abaddon, making it that little easier to squash him in the lane.
So you want to talk effectively
until look at this. Look how aggressive they're getting up top. As soon as he's back into the lane up, they've killed him once. Jabs and Ninja Boogie are there, ready to try and dive him again, bursting him down. They're really being able to punish that Abaddon with no sort of backup coming in from the rest of Kinguin. As he's got to be careful and was on ice, and they're looking to dive onto Exotic Deer with the help of Ninja Boogie coming around. And Exotic Deer in a lot of trouble. No TP rotation coming through from the side of Kinguin as they will let their Lycan die. Exotic Deer to full, and Ninja Boogie really, to be fair, the one to talk about. He's the one that's been kicking off.
Before Tai was even level 6. So they coordinate that gang, knowing that Tai hits level 6 as soon as Ninja Boogie hits there. So the way I'm looking at this game is that Mineski is really outplaying Kinguin, and they're hitting all their proper timing. And there was no TP support from Kinguin because there is Ravage, right? You TP in there, not only do you not save Lycan, you also lose your secondary hero. So Mineski is just playing really well.
See here, Kinguin aware of the ward being dropped as they do have the ward on the high ground, spotting out Ninja Boogie's movements up and down. So they've got some good info on the plays being attempted for by Mineski. And in fact, Kinguin, they're going to be the ones to try and find an opening. They go straight in across onto the Rubik, catching out Jabs as he just stand underneath their own vision. And Jabs very quickly, they have to have the DP ult to push.
My Hunter might be in a little trouble, but here comes that Ice Taunt. Might actually just die here though.
He has got what? He's got the 6-1 charges. He's got one more Anchor Smash. He's making them work for it, but the pure damage of Brain Saps there from Lisash. So Kinguin will claim the kill on Tide. And it's in. Ice and Jabs with the smoke movement round, but it was scanned out. Yes, Kinguin are aware of this. See if they can do anything about it. Lisash looks like he's going to be one to tank this. They move straight in onto the Bane, but the rest of Kinguin will get out of there. Exorcism popped by Mushi, so Mineski will have a good shot taking down this mid lane tier 1 tower, which we have seen be...
Right now, even though Mineski's got the quote-unquote the long cooldown ultimates, I feel like they're playing the map very well. And I think they're ahead because of it.
Free pick off for Nisha in the mid lane as they find out Jabs and Katsul, and did have to catch out Nisha. Nisha trying to go over the TP out, but Ninja Boogie is going to be there, revealing himself from the Invis rune, cancelling the TP with the Void. So Nisha's going to be kept missed. Nisha tries to turn top lane. Look at that Ravage though from Ice, catching out 3. He'll pay with his life. Moon able to finish off the Tusk. We'll see if Moon can get anything more out of this as he continues to chase mid lane as well. Mushi diving towers, looking for Nisha. Turns around with the Dragon Tail, holds back the Death Prophet. Exotic Deer coming in from the top with the Shapeshift, looking for Ninja Boogie, will find the Night Stalker. We'll see if he can get anything more out of this. He's looking towards Mushi. It's a hard kill for him to get on his own, and he does need backup. Bane is around. Mushi level 9 will back away. 20 seconds until the Exorcism is back there for Mushi.
So there is a long window of opportunity here for Kinguin to actually make something happen.
He's got 8 seconds until that borrowed time, and that's going to be 8 seconds too long as Mineski catching out the offlaner. But looks like they'll try. Mushi's coming in, ready to commit for this one. The Exorcism is already out. The shard, very nice. I mean, absolutely perfect there from Katsul.
That's a wasted Exorcism, and now immediately Kinguin smokes up, and they will probably go top. Like, it's just perfectly played by Kinguin.
Well, yeah, we've seen that from some of the Tusks. They sort of have these bottleneck points just down to a T. They know exactly where to throw the shards. Any sort of stairs on the map, they'll get it perfectly blocked off. And Katsul showing us that he is one that he's done his homework. He knows how to block those routes.
That is the downside of making some
lane. Ninja Boogie Jabs and Ice ready to make it go onto this Abaddon. He does have borrowed time here. So there will be a second chance for Pados. We'll see Mineski still continue to dive though. TPs are going to come in. Kinguin, they've sent Katsul forward, but Mineski, they have 5 heroes chasing down this Abaddon. They're committing heavy to this one, and they should get Katsul as well as Moon finds him in the tree line. A little unnecessary for the Tusk to TP in there as the 5 heroes clean him up. At the same time though, Kinguin, they are getting away with the push up on the top. Kinguin's, but Mineski ready to go. Up to the top lane, they've got their eyes on Katso. Katso does have the high ground, so well aware of this movement straight towards him. He's looking to get himself back. Pados heads in, but the two-man silence from Mushi, meaning that the Abaddon can't throw much in at all to help out Katso, and Kinguin have to bail on him. They let the Tusk go down. Again, this is Exorcism committed. Roshan is there though, Mineski. It looks like they may just try and get the use of the Exorcism out by taking down Roshan. We'll see if Kinguin want to contest this.
They will, because I think they're going to wait till the Exorcism run low and then take a fight before Roshan goes down. But here's the tough thing, they're fighting into Ravage. I'm not sure if they have the tools. They don't have the BKB on their cores yet. They're really relying on this Abaddon to purge people off.
I mean, he's going in. Patos just runs in straight away. Nisha on the sidelines. They've got the Fiend's Grip onto Mushi. They're going straight away onto their proper. There's the Ravage coming out onto 4. The Bane's already fallen down. Moon, he's out to the sideline. Nisha turning towards Ice. Exotic Deer gets the shapeshift down in time. Goes back in onto Gabs in the backline, but they just can't get the damage out, Kinguin. They have to run away. Nisha and Pados getting split apart. They've got the silence of the Abaddon. Good sharp block from Katso, will mean that Pados gets himself back to safety. They're even thinking about trying to turn. They look towards Jabs, can't quite close the gap there with the snowball. So Jabs will be fine to run himself back up to the high ground, back to safety. Roshan is still up. So Kinguin will continue to try and hold on to this. And as bad as that looked in terms of getting caught out by the Ravage, they did manage to keep the majority of their team alive, and they did stop Mineski from getting the Roshan. So not a big disaster at all for Kinguin. That was even with the Exorcism. Yeah. But I mean, there's still time for Mineski to definitely have a look.
But they don't have Ravage. They don't have.
It's hard, that's for sure. Let's see if they're able to do it. Snowball's already onto Ninja Boogie. The Roshan's down. Aegis has not been picked up. Who's going to grab it? Nisha will manage to find it. Palos keeping himself out after the borrowed time. They've taken down Mushi. Kinguin looking for more, turning their attention towards Ninja Boogie. The Aquatic Shield for Katso comes out. Katso will go down. Jabs falls though. Exotic Deer with a double kill, turning their attention now towards Ice. Exotic Deer shape-shifted. They've got the Dragon Tails turn onto Ice. He's able to crack and shell it off, turning back towards Alicia with the anchor smash. But the Aquatic Shield's out from Pados. The miscoil as well, keeping this Bane alive as Exotic Deer and Elise has chased down Ice. They've taken down 3. The Chakram comes through from the Timber Chain, but again the miscoil from Pados, keeping his teammates alive. Moon has to get out as he's out of mana. As Kinguin taking Roshan, Mineski unable to fully put a stop to it. Buying time with the snow, but in fact Mushi, he's quite far out on his own. Elise is there with the Nightmare, doesn't quite have Fiend's Grip back up. So they'll even be. Elise always backing up Nisha though. He wants to get involved and get some vision in terms of scouting out this area with his Shadow Blade, see what he can find. And Jabugi's there. So is Moon, Jabs, and Ice. This is someone that Kinguin had to be very careful about taking the fight. They do, of course, have the Aegis on the DK. At least as she looks for the Fiend's Grip onto Mushi. He's got the setup for the snowball. They close the gap. Kinguin, can they kill Mushi in time? Walrus Punch. They have the Necroni out. Mushi tries to the Ravage from Ice. Can they keep the team alive? They can't. They've lost the Bane. Silence comes down onto 2. This Lycan falling very low. He can't get out of their Moon with the double kill. Pados trying to turn towards Jabs. Takes down the Rubik. But Kinguin, they've got to back up. Nisha, he's falling low. The Aegis almost certainly going to pop once. Can Pados and Katso do anything to get him out? We need some godly shards here from Katso. He's going to try his best. Out they come, but they're not going to block off the team at all. Doesn't matter though by the looks of it, because Mineski, they don't have detection. Nisha just able to Shadow Blade himself out of there. TP is attempted by the Tusk. Katso not going to be able to get out in time as the damage is too much. But they do keep Nisha alive, as he is able to walk out of that. But
exactly what happened. Very good key silence on point.
Oh, look at this though, Nisha. He's found Mushi just outside of the tower range. They send in the Centaur. They've got the Permastun holding him in place. They take down Mushi. See if they can find anything more. Ninja Boogie has got eyes on Tail Sash from the Invis. The push is coming in, and it's a push that we talked about being incredibly strong from Kinguin's lineup. No Mushi for 45 seconds.
This is the part of the game where they're like, look, you use your ultimates, we're going to just fight into you regardless.
It's going to try and hold for the defense. They go in with the silence onto the Lycan, backing up already. The Chakram comes out onto 3. Moon surrounding Pados. Pados pops the borrowed time. Buying time for his team to get out, but Elisash, he turns. He has the Fiend's Grip. It does get cancelled straight away. They manage to hold this port as they're looking to this DK, but again, the Shadow Blade from Nisha gets him down to the side. Does get caught out by the dust. Moon cuts his way for the tree line. They have found the Dragon. Oh, have they? No. The dust is going to wear out. He gets himself out of range of Sentry, and they don't have any further vision. He goes for the TP, but oh, they do find him with the Void for the Night Stalker. They have that high ground ward, being able to spot Nisha in the tree line. So Nisha will still go down despite its best attempts to duke out of the range of Mineski's.
He can before those BKBs.
Katso down bottom, not gonna get himself out as the Yule Scepter's there to cancel the TP. Got the snowball and does have the shards trying to slow down Mineski on this chase, but Jabs will be there, closing the gap with the telekinesis and cutting Katsor down. Ice gets the kill, and Mineski now in position to shove this bottom lane out.
For this one push and see if they could get a Rax, because they know the BKB timing is going to be rough for them in the next couple of minutes.
I mean, Moon coming in from the sidelines. Moon still yet to have died this game. It's 606 on the Timbersaw. Pretty indestructible. Just look at the burst damage that he can nail down onto the Abaddon, keeping Pados at bay. They'll pop the fortification, Kinguin, but Mineski knocking on the doors, taking this tier 3 tower from right underneath the noses of Kinguin. Katsor back up.
The Timbersaw, look at him. It's in front.
He's just absolutely sitting there. There's a Walrus punch coming through. It does hardly any damage at all. He's just got too much armor with the reactive armor stacks building up. There's going to be a snowball attempted for by Katsor as he goes straight in onto side, but he's got to get himself shortly back out. Ravage comes through onto 4 heroes as they lose Katsor. Nisha taken down as well. Exotic Deer is trying to get the backlash, but Jabs with the self-heals keeps him safe from the Necro army. And they just can't take the fights against Mineski when they do have the Ravage there. Just the Ravage and the damage this Timbersaw pick is going absolutely crazy this game.
Well, Ravage is down now, no exorcism, so they right-click the buildings. They will actually take it down eventually because you're down 2 heroes.
Yeah.
And again, they just don't have an answer for this Timbersaw.
He can just dive near the towers. He's got all the armor in the world. The Bloodstone charge is starting to add up. They just can't deal with the Timber.
Yeah.
It's pretty impossible. Again, it's this timing. There's no Ravage. They are going to try for it. Moon is there, though. Can they stop this Timbersaw being too much of a nuisance? That's the question, because we know that Moon can just sort of go in and out of the pit without any fear in the world. And now with the Exorcism, they're ready to move. Silencing straight away. Pados able to remove it. Gets the heal out onto the DK. You have the Wolf, Exotic Deer, just running himself out of this one. Pados is going to be focused. Post-borrow time, Mineski are able to take him down. He's gone for 50 seconds. Mineski themselves moving into the pit with the remainder of the Exorcism. And I think Kinguin are just going to have to let this Roche go. I don't know how they can get involved in this pit at all. They've got the sidelines being watched by Katsor and Alisa, but no real way of jumping into the pit. Mineski able to grab the Aegis, get it onto Moon. I mean, they weren't having trouble already of trying to kill this Timber once. Now they've got to try and do it twice ahead of Mineski's lineup. Mineski were able to keep up and now very much keep themselves ahead as 30 minutes in, they're looking to push in onto this second set of racks. If Kinguin can do anything to stop this, Exorcism's out from Mushi. Pados on the side being forced back by Moon. As Mineski just far too strong at this stage for sure. I mean, Nisha and Exotic Deer, they're going to give it a go. They're heading in with the ultimates. They're looking towards Mushi, popping the BKBs. This is the BKB fight you talked about, Lumi. Let's see if it's enough. Straight in onto Mushi, knocking him up into the air, but the armor is too high, and indeed he does still have that cheese ready to pop. Just keeping himself alive for now with the Yule Scepter. There's the Ravage coming through from Ice, catches out on 3. The BKBs have worn off. Exotic Deer to fall down for 55 seconds. Pados is down as well, and GG is indeed called as Kinguin forced to tap out of this game 1. As Mineski showing up in real style. They had this job. Moon ending godlike. I mean, the Timbersaw, it really was. That final pick, Timbersaw, was just so perfect for Mineski's lineup. Because there was just no way for Kinguin to deal.
Your version of didn't do very well was they didn't all die.
They didn't all die. That's exactly it. They did well. I mean, that's much better than I thought it would be. I was like, there's no way they go in here.
Yeah.
They expect they're like,